It's the Morning Star Drive 117.8. You soaring up with sky, now's the time, don't delay. I'm sitting in my ride and it's time to fly. So let's realign, just listen and fill your mind.
Hey guys, how is it going? And welcome to the Morning Star Drive on 117.8. It is Wednesday, January 22nd, and so happy for you joining us. We are ready to start another day together with the Lord. So subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on SoundCloud, and make sure to support us on Patreon. So today we have an exciting podcast for you. We have, of course, testimonies and the word study. Of course, we have commentaries, updates, and news on what is happening around the world in this history today. So I hope that you guys have had an amazing and awesome week. It's already midweek, and I hope that everyone has had a good week so far. Don't forget that we have Q&A Thursday tomorrow, and it's every week, so get those questions ready. Send them to me whenever you can, and if you haven't yet, please leave a like and comment to build our community. All right, so I am super happy for everyone joining us every weekday on the Morning Star Drive. So let's get up and support each other each and every day. This week's Sunday message title is Destiny as Seen by God. All right, so it is my first or my second day back? No, it's my first day recording after coming back to Korea. It's been a pretty wild trip for me. I've been back and I'm on jet lag, so I am recording at like 2:15 in the morning, and this is supposed to be up by 4:30. So this is like the latest of latest news that I have. I find it very, very interesting that during my trip to America, during that time, the wildfires started, and on top of it, there's a huge snowstorm, huge wildfires, and then at the very end, it was the beginning of the end. Meaning it was the end of Joe Biden's presidency. And then I left on January 19th around 11:50. No, it was like the plane didn't take off until like 12:15. So it was already January 20th, which is inauguration day. So I thought it was very symbolic that I left on that day as a new beginning with a new presidency starting at that time too. I listened to some of Trump's inaugural speech, and I really like some stuff that I thought was it's so odd that it has to be said at this time. Like Trump saying there are only two genders. And isn't it kind of weird that this really has to be stated? Like it's not a fact, but that's the world we live in today. So it was a very good and clear inauguration speech, and it was just refreshing to hear someone say those things after seeing what's been pushed over the last 10 to 15 years, right? So I found it very, very interesting. So that happened during my AP trip and ended with the inauguration. So I thought it was great to listen to that too. And I do believe also, this might only be something for other people there, but it was like the college football national championship too. And that was pretty wild also to have the championship at the very, very end too. And for me, it's because sports is one of the big things, that I love. So having that at the very end was also something meaningful for me also. It's been really an eventful trip. And I'm going to tell you guys one thing, especially listening to the Sunday message and understanding myself too. One of the things that we always have to understand is after a big spiritual event, there's Satan's attack. Like that is something that's really, really something we have to understand is after a spiritual event, Satan has an attack. And one of the biggest examples Sunsim gave was Elijah, right? Elijah was, he defeated the 850 prophets of Baal and Asherah. And then right after, he was attacked by Jezebel. And then he gave up and he wanted to kill himself. He told God to just kill me right now. And at that point, the temptation or the difficulty after such a great victory wasn't even as difficult as the victory he had. But I think we all understand this is after a great victory, one of the biggest mistakes we have in our hearts is we think that everything is done. Like, oh my gosh, Sunsim said this or Sunsim did this and now it's all done. But we all realize and know that it's not like that. What really, really happens is that we go through a really, really big victory, and it took so much energy and so much love and so much of everything to just reach that point. But right after, there's going to be something that's way smaller than what we just went through and what we just had victory in, and we succumb to it. And I think it's something that we have to understand very well about ourselves too, and how we need to understand ourselves much better. And knowing that after a great victory, yes, you might have gotten, God might have spoken to you. And yes, you might have gotten some sign or something along that line. Like I'm talking about some of the things that happened in America. But the most important thing is not that. What is it? It's something it's all about, when you make the overcoming, we should be able to overcome anything that reaches that level. But because we kind of release our breath and just like, it's all over. And once we start to do this and have a deep sigh of relief and we think that, okay, there's nothing else coming after, when the smallest attack comes, this is when we lose sight of it. And it's something that I really, really hope that we can understand even much better also, is that, this is a time that we really have to understand this history better. We have to understand this history in such a way that, we can do things where we can overcome continuously, where the greatest example we have is Sunny. And because of that example, we're able to continue, we're able to do even better, we're able to overcome even more. And it's always when we lose sight of the person that sent us, the person that has been sent. This is when we lose strength. And if anything, guys, I know that those of you guys in America, we had an amazing and awesome event. And now it's all about, what do we do next? Like, what do we really, really do next after this? Can we do better? Can we be better? Can we be the ones that can really get ourselves to that next level? And I hope it's something that, that we will not allow ourselves to let go of that tension. Because once you let go of that tension, then everything seems to be okay. Like everything to you is okay. Everything is fine, but it's not. And we have to be those that overcome and reach that next level also. All right. So it's something that I really think that we have to think about more and more each and every day, each and every week. And it's something that as we go through major victories, we have to be the ones that overcome and make it to the next level. So I'm really, really hoping, like, I know I can't do a very long one today because it's already like 2 something in the morning. And, I'm actually keeping it very, very quiet right now because it is like 2:30, 2:20 in the morning, 2:22 right now in the morning. And I do need to, make sure that my neighbors don't wake up because of me. I don't want them to get kicked out because of what I've done, right? But I hope it's something that we can all really get ourselves together with. I think there's something that I really, really enjoyed from, there's one thing I really talk about the Sunday message. And it's really about this too. It's about our personal responsibility, right? And, like in the beginning of the message is all about everything is made and predestined in a certain way, right? Everything's predetermined, everything. And we need to understand is, that there's that point in there. It makes us think really deeply of, what were we created for? You know what I mean? Like, what were we really, really made for? Like, why were we made? For what reason? Because in the message it says that we all have a path that we need to take. And we need to understand that really well. Because if we don't understand this, we're stuck, right? And it really makes me think about, like, what do we need to, like, what we gotta, our goal in life is, especially as people who believe in God, is finding the path that God has given to you. That's a hard one because it's never going to just be told to us. And like in the message it says there's very, very few people that are absolutely predestined. And that's kind of not scary, but it's hard to figure out exactly what it is you're supposed to do. Because even for me, when we make major decisions in life, right? There are major decisions that we make that determine our destiny. Like, for instance, some people want to run full time. Some people want to make a family. Some people want to run and do this or make a business. Or there's a lot of different things that are out there. And it's such a big decision in life that the only way that we can find it is by taking the words of God, put into action, and then, asking God for this. And through our action, through the things we do, we'll be able to figure out what it is that God wants from us at this time also. So it was something that I was really thinking about, because sometimes we get tempted or tested to try another path. But then the question comes is that path the actual path I'm supposed to take? Or are we supposed to take or are we supposed to stay on the path that we have? Right? And that's something that I do think we have to really get deep into prayer, understand that we become more spiritual, that we don't become wasted physically. Like, one of the big things that God and that Sunseam and many people say is, they said to pregnant people is, after you give birth to a kid, don't make any major decisions for 1 year. It's because your hormones are imbalanced and you might have postpartum. And there's many things that you're going to be thinking now that you may not be thinking later on when you're back in your sound and reasonable mind, right? And it's the same thing as, like, even for me coming back from this tour, exhausted. I slept 10 hours out of the 13 hours in the plane. I ate zero food. And as I arrived, I was able to eat some good meals, but I'm just exhausted. And that's why even for me is, I don't want to overdo it. Like, I don't want to do this program like to 50 minutes to an hour if I already know that, if I already know my condition at this point too. So that is something that I was thinking about. And I hope it's something that you guys can keep to mind too, is when you're in the tired state, this is when we get hangry. This is when we get upset really easily. And at that point, we can't make those big decisions, right? So I hope so that we will be able to do it also. That we will be those that will change our hearts, our mindsets, our mentalities, and we'll do things in a way that will change. We'll make decisions at the right moment in time, right? So there's a lot of different things that I do want to talk about, but like I said, it's 2:30 in the morning, and I am filthy jet lag exhausted. But I woke up. And just thinking that, oh my gosh, I have to do this podcast in the next hour and a half or 2 hours, whatever it is, right? So it is something that I was thinking about, oh my gosh, I got to get this done right now. So this is why I got up. This is why I'm doing this. And I hope that if you guys have any questions or comments or anything else that you'd like to talk about, please let me know. Would love to hear from you and love to talk about that also. All right? So yeah, before we, get into the next program, I'm wondering if there is a next program. But let's move into the first music break of the day.
Y'all ready for this?
You've shown you love me with things you've given. You know I love you, I'm already singing about the stories that we have together. It's here forever, it will only get better from now on. Everything that you've given, I'm so grateful. Let me show you my love, cause I'm so thankful. Let us dance on the street, let us rock to the beat. Show me how you feel about me, watch me move my feet. You're always on my mind, I can feel it in my heart. Everything's alright, cause you're not so far. Please take my hand and love me through a dance. I wanna show you my love, so give me a chance. We have stories of joy and pain, but that's okay, cause that's like dancing in the wind. And I will say it again, I'ma dance with you.
I'ma dance with you. I'ma dance with you. We can move to the beat, our love so complete. I'ma dance with you. I'ma dance with you. I'ma dance with you. We can groove to the beat, our love so complete.
it'll be okay, 'cause I am never, ever, ever gonna leave you astray. Ay, thunderstorms are a little scary, but with you, I won't feel weary. Even on cloudy days when skies are gray, my heart's okay, the sun will shine through the rain today. Let us dance on the streets, let us rock to the beat. Show me how you feel about me, watch me move my feet. You're always on my mind, I can feel it in my heart. Everything's alright, 'cause you're not so far. Please take my hand and love me through a dance. I wanna show you my love, so give me a chance. We have stories of joy and pain, but that's okay, 'cause that's like dancing in the rain. And I will say it again, I'ma dance with you. I'ma dance with you, I'ma dance with you. We can move to the beat, our love so complete. I'ma dance with you, I'ma dance with you, I'ma dance with you. We can groove to the beat, our love so complete. I'ma dance with you.
All right, so that was the music break, the only music break of the day, as we've been doing a little bit for the beginning of this month. And next week we do have Lunar New Year here in Korea, so it's a week off for everyone, and I hope that I can get a lot of rest during that time also. Hoping that everyone is having an amazing and awesome day. And yeah, I was trying to think to myself, is there something I wanted to add? But I realized my brain is going delirious, and I think I need some time to rest and think about more deeply about tomorrow's podcast too. All right, so there it is, guys. That is the end of today's Wednesday podcast. Hope you guys have an amazing, awesome service tonight, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow on the Morning Star Drive on 117.8.
It's the Morning Star Drive 117.8. You soaring up with sky, now's the time, don't delay. I'm sitting in my ride and it's time to fly, so let's realign. Just listen and feel your mind.
I'm burning with desire and the passion. Nobody can stop me when I'm